24 drivers here tonight. The drivers will stay in their cars, so we'll get started. To the outside of row 12 out of Windsor, Missouri, driving the Aker Trucking. Red and black hot rod, it is Kirk Aker. To his inside, out of Republic, Missouri, in the Looney Underground, Client One Securities, Rocket Chassis, the 14 of Brad Looney. Starting on the outside of row 11 in the Triple J Farms, McGee Racing, Longhorn, out of Caney, Kansas, the 10 of Jacob McGee. Driving the Buddies Automotive, Vance Motorsports, number 86, it's a GRT race car. It is Buckner, Missouri's Buddy Benedict. Your top 20 starters on the outside of row 10 from Jefferson City, Missouri. In the Diamond Pet Foods, Mac Tools, Prison Brews, number 14. It's Jefferson City, Missouri's Reed Millard. To the inside of row 10 from Republic, Missouri. It is the 15, the Antip Enterprises, Burgers Marina, Kryptonite Chassis, driven by Peyton Looney. To the outside of row 9, this driver hails from just up the road in Marshall, Missouri. In the McCarthy Auto Group, Rector Motors, Rocket, the 1A of Brian Allison. Row 9 on the inside, starting 17th. He won the B-Main a little bit earlier. It's the Caps Auto Sports, Case Knives, Black Diamond, the 42 of Brandon McCormick. Row 8 on the outside, in the Odell Trucking, Lindsay Chevrolet, Smith Creek Moonshine, Longhorn with a Cornet, the 56 of Tony Jackson Jr. In the Element 1-2 graphics, J.D. Wyman Motorsports, Wyman's Car Quest, and Clean Car Center, Black Diamond, the 4W of J.C. Wyman will start on the inside of row 8. To the outside of row 7 from Peculiar, Missouri, in the W&W Utility Construction Rocket, with a Pro Power engine, the 14 of Dustin Walker. To the inside of row 7, they call him the Pizza Man, the SK Oil, Keebler Ultra Oil, Emo's Pizza, Barry Wright with the Clements, St. Charles, Missouri's Jim Sherrick in car 17. To the outside of row 6, out of Bryant, Arkansas, in the McNew Welding and Fabrication, Tusk Innovations 17M, it's a Scott Bloomquist built race car, the pilot, Robert Baker. The defending series champion starts on the inside of row 6 in the 11th spot. Andy's Frozen Custard, Don Babb Motorsports, number 75 of Terry Phillips. Your top 10 starters, starting on the outside of row 5 in the Kenny's Tile Capital Race Car with the Clements. It is the 16 of Grandview, Missouri's Austin Siebert. Starting the inside in 9th place in the DriveWFX.com Wichita Tank Racing MB Customs car, number 20. It is Happy Texas driver Rodney Sanders. To the outside of row 4, in the Swafford Service, Malvern Bank, Black Diamond, it's Billings, Missouri's Jesse Stovall in the 00. In car 58, starting 7th, out of Cosgrove, Iowa, in the Precision Performance Knowles Tree and Crane Service, 58, Dave Eckridge. Starting 6th on the outside of row 3 in the TexasEnergyMutual.com Window World 04. It's a Black Diamond with a Scott Bailey bullet. It is Tad Pospisil. To Pospisil's inside, starting 5th out of Wheatland, Oklahoma. Driving the DriveWFX.com MB Customs, the 5T of Randy Timms. Starting 4th on the outside of row 2 in the Papage & Toast Construction Contractors and Developers Bonding. Number 91, it's a Club 29 race car with a J. Dickens engine. Napomo, California's Jason Papich. Starting 3rd on the inside of row 2 out of Batesville, Arkansas. In the Crop Production Services, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Carl Performance 21 Jr. It's a Victory race car piloted by Billy Moyer Jr. to the outside front row starting spot in the MNOD Taxi. Troop 4 Motorsports, Pierce built number 4. It's Nevada, Missouri's Brantley Gottschall and your DirtOnDirt.com pole sitter, making his first Lucas Oil MLRA start of the year in the B&A Pilot Division. Birch Creek Timber Products 77A out of Birch Tree, Missouri. He's got a Hatfield between the frame rails. His car comes from Barry Wright, the pilot, Justin Asplin. So those are your 24 starters for tonight's 30-lap, 5,000 to win main event. And you see all those drivers on the front row. On the front straightaway, excuse me. Everybody down on the turn 4 side, get ready at the grandstands. Here come the stars, Lucas Oil, MLRA going 4 wide. Before the storm in the 30-lap Lucas Oil Racing.tv main event. They just painted the chalk line over in turn 4. We're set to fire from it, this time by Justin Asplin and Brantley Gotcho. Bring us to the green flag. Asplin, your dirtondirt.com center. Slide back into that second spot. Asplin goes around lap 1. Oh, nowhere to go. The 77A of Asplin. All kinds of contact. Oh my, calamity ensues on the opening lap. Out. Justin Asplin back out front, hoping for a better start this time. They'll fire off turn 4. Here we go. We'll give this start a second shot. Asplin, Boyer Jr., Gotcho, your top 3. Boyer Jr. rolls to the inside of Justin Asplin. Boy, Asplin will probably have his hands full there. That nose would need to be sealed right to the ground. He's giving up a lot of air right up underneath that race car. Boyer Jr., Timms, Asplin, your top 3. Gotcho runs that 4th spot, now to 3rd. Slides around the 77A as well. Brantley Gotcho, your top 3. Jason Papich is 4th. Justin Asplin is 5th. Terry Phillips in the 75 runs 6th. 7 through 10. Rodney Sanders at 7th. Tad Pospisil 8th. Dave Eckrich 9th. And Jim Sherrick, your top 10 running race cars. Boyer Jr. right on the low side. Showing up in here. This was Desmond 2nd. Gotcho 3rd. Papich runs 4th and Asplin 5th. Boy, Boyer Jr. top rod on a rail. Billy went to victory lane earlier this year down in Volusia, Florida, back in February. Boyer, Timms, Papich and Gotcho run for 3rd. Best race right now, the track for that 3rd spot. Jason Papich go down to the inside. He will get in front of the 4. Brantley Gotcho to the exit turn number 2. Brantley Gotcho now up in the 3rd. Boyer Jr. is out front. 2nd place, the 5 Tia Timms, and running in the 3rd spot, the 91 of Jason Papich. Terry Phillips is out of 4th. DP on the move up to 4th. Sanders 5th. Give it all to 75 to 20 into the 4th and 5th. Brantley Gotcho on the 4th, slid back to 6th. Boyer Jr. will try to put a lap on the 63 at Kurt Acre. Boy, the attitude of Boyer's racing outstanding as he works off turn number 4. The yellow is out here for the first time this afternoon. The caution waves for the 4 of Nevada, Missouri's Brantley Gotcho. So Brantley Gotcho off the pace in this one. Racing. It'll be up to Boyer Jr. to pick the throttle up anywhere between 3 and 4. Here we go. 5 laps completed this with a 21 out front. Boyer Jr., Timms, Phillips. Here comes Terry Phillips up in a 2nd. Timms will leave the door open. TP will get into the back wing of the 5T of Randy Timms and jump up into the 2nd spot. How about that restart for the 75? Boyer Jr. out front, Phillips is 2nd, Papich 3rd. Sanders runs 4th, and Randy Timms back to 5th in the 5T. Phillips, Papich, Sanders. Your top 3 runners in this one. Top 4 runners, excuse me, Moyer Jr. out front. Racetrack pretty dominant right on the low side through turns 3 and 4. Same sign there in 1 and 2. Moyer Jr. out front, Phillips second, Papich runs third, Sanders is fourth, Timms is fifth. Sixth place, the 04, Tad Pospisil, seventh. Tony Jackson Jr., Dave Eckers is eighth, Justin Aspel is ninth and 10th. The 17 of Jim Sherrick. See the caution out for the 42 of McCormick. Caution out for McCormick as we complete lap number 8. Good job as well. Green is back out. Moyer Jr. Phillips and Jason Patrick for top 3. Sanders runs 4th and Randy Timms in car 5 runs 5th. So a little bit of distance here already in this first green flag lap since the restart. Moyer Jr. several car lengths of the 75 of Phillips. Papich runs in 3rd, Sanders 4th, Timms 5th. Tad Pospisil holds on to that 6th spot in the 04. Dave Eckers is 7th. 8th is Jim Sherrick, 9th Austin Siebert, and Dustin Walker. Rounding out your top 10 runners. Sanders to the inside of Papich. Rodney Sanders now up to 3rd of the 20. Sanders on the move as well. So not just TP making up ground. Sanders doing so as well. Rodney started 9th. He runs 3rd. Boy, Moyer Jr. so smooth off of turn 4. All kinds of traction there in the 21. Tough one out run here this afternoon. Down a half straightaway. Back is the 75 of the 21. Sanders still 3rd, Papich 4th, Timms 5th. Randy Timms giving a look to the inside of Papich. They'll get sporty down to the 1. Papich pulls up the 4th spot, Timms still 5th, that's possible 6th. Tony Jackson Jr. in 7th. Boyer will have to deal with the 63 of Kurt Anker this time by. Junior gets a little high. Exiting 4th. He'll jump up out of the preferred groove and make the pass on the 63. And will Rodney Sanders here in a lap or so. That's Boyer Jr., TP, Phillips in 2nd, Sanders 3rd. Anker will drop down to the low side and give the spot there at the racetrack to 20th Sanders. 4th place still Papich. Timms is 5th, Pospisil 6th. Tony Jackson in 7th. Eckridge 8th. 39th to Jim Sherrick completing your top 10. That time by the line for lap number 15. Just at the halfway point of this one. Junior started 3rd. Survived that opening lap scrum down the middle of turns 1 and 2. Came out of that on the better end. No body damage there for the 21. Quickly jumped out to lead. Phillips started back. Killing 11 spotties up to 2nd and 3rd. The 20 Rodney Sanders who started 9th. There have been some movers and shakers in this one. The 10 of Jacob McGee off the pace. So McGee will slide off the racetrack. He'll exit turn 1. Stay green flag racing. There's about equal distance between your top 3 cars. Maybe a little more distance between Moyer and Phillips than there is between Phillips and Sanders, but it's close. Those spots up front really being contested. Right here in the late stages of this one. Moyer Jr. next on his hit list will be the 14 of Reed Millard. For those of you here in the grandstands, boy, Moyer's car really just blows up, gets up on the bars, that nose seals off the front, and he has all kinds of traction as he exits the corner. That race car on a rail here this afternoon. This time by will score lap number 20. The 10th circuit left. Peyton Looney off the pace in the 15. Up at the top of turn 4, the 15 is off the pace. Coming to a crawl, he'll make the turn off the track in turn 4. And we have a green. Phillips has closed the gap on Moyer due to the 14 of Reed Millard. The race is on for the lead. Off turn 2. Moyer will get to the inside. We'll see what happens. The racetrack narrows up down in turns 3 and 4. Millard holds the line. Phillips is right there. Sanders closing in as well. Having all kinds of trouble getting around the 14. Moyer, Phillips, Sanders, your top 3. He'll go to the inside this time. Junior will get around the 14. So one lap car between your top 2 runners. Phillips will slide on by as well. See if Sanders is able to get around. Millard. Not on that last pass by the front straightaway. Not through turns 1 and 2. So Sanders and Digger lose some ground there to your lead pack. Moyer, Phillips. Now Sanders will get around the 14 Millard, so the lap cars there between your top 3 runners. So 3 early yellows. We've been green since then. Moyer Jr., Phillips, Sanders. Your same top 3. Scoring lap 25 this time. 25 in. Junior, Phillips, and Sanders still going the way. Jason Pappage trying to get around the 14 of Millard. 2 lap cars dead ahead here of Junior. Brian Allison will give way to the 21 and the 75. Phillips is right there. He's close. Couple car lengths now between he and Moyer Jr. Arkansas area. He'll slide him out of the racing group, give the spot to 21 of Moyer. Moyer Jr. Phillips gets around as well, so race between lap cars. We'll see what else Billy will have to contend with. The 17 of Jim Sheriff off the pace. He'll turn in. White flag coming out. For the Truck Production Services MVP 21 Jr. Half a mile left to go here for 21 of Billy Moyer Jr. Off turn 2, back straightaway here for the last time. Into turn 3 and out of 4. Making a visit to Andy's Frozen Custard Victory Lane this afternoon. Billy Moyer Jr. Terry Phillips in the 75. Finishes up second, and Rodney Sanders comes home in 3rd. Picking up his first Lucas Oil MLRA win in a long time, it is Billy Moyer Jr. Billy, we'll jump in here real quick. I guess the first question, what did you see as you get a congratulations there with Mike Trammell for Peak Sport and Spine, big supporters here at the State Fair Speedway. What did you see on the opening lap crash?
Give me to tell you the truth, that guy in 5th didn't show that guy on the pole any respect. He kind of went there and gave him a little, you got to understand that 77's on the pole. He's going to come down. It's not his fault, and he just spun him a little. They tell you on the race you can't win on the first lap, and that's kind of what, I don't know. You got to show them guys respect. I wouldn't go in there and hit that 77. He wouldn't do it to me. It's fun racing with a guy like that, and that guy, he'll learn. You don't do that stuff. So, we had a good start on that second one and got underneath the 77, and just wanted to make sure this place hard on tires, the daytime show and everything. We just want to make sure we preserve everything, and finally got by. A couple of them lap cars were a little difficult to pass, but we just happy. My 3 guys there, Josh, Barry, and Jason, they worked their butts off and everybody on the car too. So it's glad we drove all night and I don't know, had a good run last night at the Bad Boy and was running 7th, had a flat right front tire and kind of killed us there. So we drove all night and got about 4 hours sleep, and here we are.
So obviously some mangled race cars in that one, and the body being such an important deal with the speeds here. Probably no doubt throughout the field that those guys that had trouble in that opening lap, you just had to pick your spot and be able to drive around them.
Yeah, absolutely. Our sport's getting more and more complex on the bodies and everything. Yeah, them guys, a couple of them I seen their quarter panels tore up and the spoiler tore off. It's hard to drive this thing without all your spoiler. But I don't know. I'm just so thankful to be in victory lane. That's a heck of a crowd up there. I really appreciate all them coming out on a Sunday, and hopefully they seen a good race. You know, it was a little difficult to pass, but I know early on it'd be good. Hopefully them sprint cars put a show on for them. But everybody on my car, Crop Production Services, Mesilla Valley Transport, Billy Moyer Victory Race Cars, Carl Performance, C&W Trucking, everybody on my car, Midwest Sheet Metal, Chris. I just can't do it without every single car on there. I really appreciate them, and those guys there bust their butts, and then the fans, like I said, I can't say enough. I really appreciate them coming out, and we thank them on the pits too, for sure.
Final question for you here, and we'll get the pictures taken. Your old man's won here a few times. Did you talk to him about what you'd have to do to be fast here, and you knocked another one down where he's been so successful?
Yeah, we talked a little bit, and he just kind of gave me a little insight here and there. But when I first started racing, I'd call Dad at the track, and I didn't really know what the heck I was doing. And he'd say, I can't tell you if I'm not at the track, because you can't, and that's what people call wanting help and stuff. And if you're not at the track, it's hard. So we just, the best thing my dad told me, you got to give the car what it likes by the feel on your ass, or butt. So, sorry. And
they liked it.
That's what Dad always taught me. So you got to go by the feel of your pants. And luckily we made a good call tonight, and got the money. We might get lapped next week, so we'll cherish this and get on back to Arkansas, get this thing freshened up.
All right, bud. Good season continues here. Billy Moyer Jr. and Andy's Frozen Custard, Victory Lane. We'll let TP, she slide up there and get we'll take a minute and get his done. And get Junior's Victory Lane done. TP, boy, the way the season started out with your late model, you gotta take this one and feel like you had a good afternoon at the Speedway.
Yeah, I always love coming here. I miss this place. I'm glad somebody got it going again here. But I mean, pretty good racetrack for a daytime disc. Just tough, They looked like they did all they could do to get it wet early. But new car. I got some issues wrong here. But all in all, good night for us.
Boy, the kind of the question of this race will be, how did you survive that opening scrum? And obviously you had a little quarter panel damage. What did you see and feel in that one?
Well, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't even think I got hit. I didn't feel anything, and they pulled me over. But I don't know. I looked up and seen somebody looking at me, and I seen the whole ride went that way. They split them. I don't know what happened at all. It's kind of dusty getting in the corner, middle of the pack there. So anyway, just got lucky, and somebody's looking out for us, got through that.
And you got 2 more races here, good crowd. You'll surely be looking forward to coming back.
Oh yeah, I love this place.
All right, Terry Phillips, your second place finisher. We'll slide back here to third. Man, I know a lot of them are here to watch the sprint cars, but Rodney, isn't it nice to run in front of a big crowd like this?
It is. I mean, these stands are big, and there's a lot of people up there. It's always fun to run in front of a great crowd.
All right, so you started 9th, you finished 3rd. You had to get through the crash. Just take us back through what you saw in that 30-lap race.
Yeah, it was pretty bottom dominant, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't really know what happened there on the start. Somebody got all out of shape, and big mess. We luckily avoided it. But, yeah, we had a good car there. Just a little bit too tight, but I can't say enough about Jimmy and the guys. They've been working hard, and all the guys that helped me. I mean, we've I felt like had a pretty good weekend. We just got to improve a little bit, but I think we're getting in the right direction.
You got a new big Geddes pig underneath the hood. Your engine builder's kind of a new design in the late model motor. Obviously, at a place like this, you need a lot of engine. Did you have enough?
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I mean, we put it in last night, and yeah, it runs really well. I mean, they do great work. I mean, we've had good luck with the mods, and they built this is their first late model motor, and it runs really well too. So I just can't thank everyone that helps me enough, and it was a good night for us.
All right, Rodney Sanders out of Happy, Texas. How about that top 3? Let's give them all a round of applause one more time. Rodney Sanders, Terry Phillips, and Billy Moyer Jr.